Okay, hello everyone. Welcome. This is Fire Lake Jerseys. My name is Natalie Sanders. The tall guy back there is my uncle, Sean Sanders. And then the girl that's here is Lauren Young, and she's from Washington originally. Her parents just moved to Idaho. Clicado was their prefix. And we purchased a bunch of her jerseys this summer. So now we have most of her jersey herd here now that we're breeding from. So we're technically fifth generation dairy farmers. So I would say that in our blood, right, is trading, buying and selling cattle. We're trying to breed the best, but we like to buy too. So that's the thing. So here we milk around 300 registered jerseys. And then the lady that just pulled up, or I don't know where she went. That's my aunt. That would be my dad's. She's over there. That's my aunt, Kathy. So she traveled a lot with us to the shows and stuff. But yeah. So she so
Donc,
I'm trying to remember. I think it was 12, but I think it was, I don't think it was more than, I'm trying to remember, and I looked a bunch of them up, but really that's been already, 2009 was 15, or, like almost 15 years ago by the time, how fast time flies. So here at Fire Lake, generally so probably like at Claus where you were over there, a lot of milk, right? Sometimes we have the show bug, so Pine Haven Seniors. Yeah, out of and so when they came here. Yeah. So here at Fire Lake, I would say we're more on the show side. We try to get milk behind them and everything like that. But really after we kind of got more into showing, we started flushing, making more embryo calves, doing that. And then kind of over the years, we buy, if there's something we like at a sale, we kind of buy and do that and everything. Uncle Sean is mostly kind of like the herdsman because I work a lot more off the farm now. But so he's really the hands-on, and Aunt Kathy. And then my younger cousins are involved as well. But we really we like pretty cows, and we like to go to shows, and we've had quite a bit of success, like going places. It's more fun when you win, right, and have success.
donc let me translate that part. Donc, dans le fond, eux autres, il y a 300 vaches enregistrées. Puis vraiment, elle dit c'est dans nos veines là, d'acheter puis de commercer. Fait que au départ, ils achetaient beaucoup puis ils revendaient, mais c'était beaucoup de l'achat, moins d'élevage. Au fil des années, ils ont fini par avoir des bons animaux. C'est des passionnés d'expo puis de belles vaches. Donc, ils ont acheté des animaux qu'ils aimaient, ils les ont flushés, là, ils élèvent un petit peu plus de ça. Ils ont eu du succès un peu plus dans les dernières années. Puis, c'est ça. Son oncle, c'est pas mal lui qui gère le troupeau, comme elle est plus à la vente des animaux là, au site d'Ancan. Puis, elle a acheté une douzaine de vaches de Marcel pour bâtir une souche de son troupeau.
Yes, we did like conventional flushing for a while, and then we used Transova for a while and did IVF that way. And then now actually my cousin works at Bovatech too. So now we use Bovatech over there at Vieira's.
Donc, il faisait des flushs. Marcel demandait les flushs, est-ce qu'il faisait du FIV ou pas. Au départ, il faisait du conventionnel, mais maintenant, ils ont fait plus de la fécondation in vitro. Ils ont commencé à travailler avec Transova, mais maintenant, ils travaillent avec Bovitech. Puis, un de ses cousins travaille pour Bovitech.
And as far as like bulls and stuff that we choose, for a while we had there was a select sires guy that would make the cows and do like the general herd and everything like that. Then we had the CMEX as well and everything like that. And as far as bulls go, we pretty much use everybody. Like we're not, we'll buy from every company. Yeah. Any bulls that we like and see the daughters of. We had a lot of success with Joel in our herd. They weren't very big cows to start with and didn't give a whole lot of milk their first lactations, but they grew into very nice cows, and we have a lot of older Joels.
Donc, ils sont pas exclusifs pour un centre d'insémination. Ils utilisent, ça va vraiment au taureau, ils utilisent de tous les centres d'insémination. ils ont eu beaucoup de succès avec le taureau Joël. Et elle disait c'est pas les vaches qui tiraient le plus de lait au premier veau, mais ils vieillissaient vraiment bien.
Yeah, and then we have quite a few VIPs, and then pretty much everything. We can. Or do you want me to talk about the cows in the pen? Does that work?
Yeah, we could maybe 2 times a day, 3 times a day.
Milk 2 times a day.
Donc, sur les vaches 2 fois par jour. What's the fat and protein average?
I didn't look up the exact numbers. We're not very high. Like probably, I think maybe. I can look it up. I don't know off the top of my head. I'm sorry.
No
That's why I didn't look it up. But like our production, maybe 18,000, 17,000. We're not very high for California, but we have show cows. Yeah, we like older cows. I mean,
why not?
And we
Keep for 6 or 7 years instead of these guys that run through. I see them every day.
Leur philosophie, c'est vraiment la longévité. Poussent nécessairement pas leurs vaches, mais ils veulent qu'ils durent longtemps.
And we probably we feed kind of a cheaper ration compared to like the people that get the big milk, just because yes, that's what feed is high right now, and so we're feeding kind of a cheaper ration so we don't get the big milk. We have had cows that people buy and they go there, they make good records. But
Ils essaient d'avoir une ration qui est très low cost, même si ils savent que ça hypothèque un peu la production. C'est ce qu'ils sont capables de se permettre présentement avec le prix des intrants. How many do you own lands on much land, or how many acres would you own?
we don't have to. I think this sits on 40 acres right here behind us.
And the home place is 46 acres.
About 100.
About 200 acres, I would say. It's enough to feed we probably grow enough silage to feed this place. And then we buy like all the byproducts and everything like that.
À peu près 200 acres qu'ils cultivent, ça équivaut à peu près à tout l'ensilage qu'ils ont besoin pour ici, mais ils achètent tous les autres intrants, là, les sous-produits, ils les achètent.
So
So you do the EMR for the commercial there.
mm-hmm. So we feed the show cows. They get a little bit of the TMR, but then when we're going to go to a show, we'll feed them just like the grain. So like rolled corn, canola when we have it, corn gluten, other byproducts. So we basically kind of make our own little mix and then put some calf grain in it as well. That kind of mix. So that's kind of our show ration. So.
Donc, toutes les vaches de show sont gardées dans le box ici, puis ils ont une ration différente là, avant d'aller au show. Plus grain foin, dans le fond, là, que de la RTM.
And so we bought, about a year ago too, we bought a group from Misty Meadow. And so all the like these orange and the other orange and white tags would be from Misty Meadow. The one little cow there with the tags, I think she's the first one in the locka, or the first one with her head in right there. She's a Frank, actually granddaughter of Season. So she's out of a Premier. She's a Frank out of a Premier, and then it's Season. She went excellent at our last classification. And then this past summer, Lauren, we bought her cows, so Clicado. So she has a whole bunch out of like all of Lancaster's F family. All of those cows, she has a big chunk of there that are out here. And then so like that one over there is would go back to Carnival, right? Or she's a gunman, the one in the corner. And then
And where do you raise your calves?
so the show calves we've been keeping home here. We have a spot over there behind the office where we have just like the white hutches. They're over kind of behind there. So we've been keeping like our embryo calves at home and trying to get them a little bit bigger and stuff. We were sending calves to a calf ranch, but now about a month ago we stopped sending them, and we're going to raise them here again just because it costs so much to raise them at the calf ranch. Like I think it was $4 a day per calf, like per time. So, and we weren't sending as like here at the 300 cow herd, we don't send as many calves like as the 3,000, 4,000 cow herds. So it's not as like, it's still, it's something that we can do here. Like we have a pasteurizer, we have the stuff to do it. Like we've done it before. So
Donc, avant, ils envoyaient tous leurs veaux se faire élever en pension dans un cas French, un peu comme la ferme qu'on a vue ce matin. Mais là, ça coûtait trop cher selon eux, donc ils ont ramené l'élevage ici. Puis, ils sont équipés pour le faire. Il y avait déjà un pasteurisateur à lait, donc ils vont élever leurs propres veaux, là.
And then we did try to get into genomics a little bit. We're still kind of trying. We bought a cow from Allum Farms Partnership in like the Casbergens from down south had a sale, and Allum Chicolo Blush was her name. She ended up being 95 points. She died last year, but that's Uncle Sean's favorite cow. But so she was a show cow, but she had the numbers too. So like we sold one daughter of hers, we sold in a sale in Mississippi, and she was the high seller, tied for the high seller. And so her full sister is in here. She's about to be pregnant and go dry, but the other one had a little bit better numbers. A bionic, yeah. Actually, that's a C-Mex bull too.
Donc, il y avait, eux autres, ils avaient acheté il y avait une famille de vaches que c'était une vache de show, mais elle avait aussi des bons chiffres, donc ils ont essayé de l'exploiter. Notamment, une de ses filles, elle a eu, elle a été le top dans le camp dans une vente au Mississippi. Puis ils ont encore une de ses sœurs qui est dans le box ici, avec laquelle ils vont continuer à travailler.
Yeah.
He'll be coming up.
À part les vaches de Marseille, les autres sont venir d'autres d'ailleurs, ouais.
Oui, elle disait qu'à chaque année, là, il essaie d'en acheter. Il en achète moins qu'au début, mais à chaque année, il essaie d'en racheter. Non, partout.
Yeah.
We had 5 milking crazes from her. 3 are excellent. 2 are.
And then the heifer that
Ils ont 5 filles de craze de la vache dont je parlais. Puis 3 qui sont déjà très bonnes.
the heifer that we sold actually got bought by a guy in Wisconsin, and I think he has 12 daughters registered out of her, and then he has a bull, a solstice son, that I think Select has picked up, so he will be releasing, I think.
Donc, la vache la génisse qu'ils ont vendue, elle a été flushée. Elle a déjà une douzaine de fils et filles. Puis un des taureaux qui a sorti avec des bons chiffres, il va être vendu à Select.
So
2.4 on time.
if he could have all Blush family, he would milk them all the time. So we tried to do with the genomic, but we find that you always have to be like 10 steps ahead, right? It has to be like young sire to make the numbers and the big money. So we're trying to keep up with it, but we're not as aggressive with that, I guess.
Ils utilisent les taureaux génomiques, puis ils essaient d'être dans le game de génomique, mais ça faut qu'ils soient très rapides, donc ils sont pas si agressifs que ça. Là. Ils sont quand même. Ils utilisent ça ils sont pas à 100% là-dedans.
So
Is the Jersey breed really growing right now in California? Or that's your flesh cow?
So in California, I would say like the Jersey breed, if you think about it, like Hilmar cheese, right? Hilmar is kind of in the US, Hilmar was like the top of the top, right? 30 years ago, whenever everybody was kind of starting to go towards Jersey. I would say there's still people that are expanding with Jersey, but Jerseys reproduce so quickly, and you can have a lot of extra heifers very quickly, that I think the Jersey breed is, I would say more people now in California are going back to Holstein because of how they're getting paid for their milk. And Hilmar cheese is not, the Hilmar cheese shippers are a little bit behind the other people right now. Like the other co-ops in the area that pay off of the fluid milk and stuff is a little bit higher, but in California, the milk price is not great right now. And they think it'll go up in a little bit, but it's not. It keeps like the futures go like this, but it's not enough to break even, I guess. And they're saying that like to put a heifer into the barn is probably over $2,000 right now, is what it's costing you to go from the baby all the way to when she's in the barn making milk. So,
Let me translate that
Okay.
part. Donc, elle parlait le prix du lait est très variable. Puis présentement aussi, un autre facteur qui les affecte, c'est le coût d'élevage qui est autour de 2000 $. On a vu ce matin qu'il était plus autour de 1400. Fait que, vous voyez l'effet de la grosseur puis tout ça, comment ils sont capables de réduire certains coûts. Ben, on a l'exemple directement là. Puis aussi, elle disait, peut-être la Jersey, elle a eu un peu de recul dans les dernières années. Ben, peut-être pas un recul, mais elle a peut-être ralenti versus ce qu'elle a déjà été par rapport à l'avantage que Ilmar Cheese pouvait donner aux producteurs il y a 10, 15, 20 ans versus aujourd'hui. Il y a moins de différence. Il y a moins de primes, en fait, là, sur le lait. Donc, c'est un défi là, pour les producteurs Jersey présentement versus les producteurs Holstein.
So,
J'essayais de le mettre dans mes mots, là, mais c'est un peu ça.
Ils ont des primes.
But personally,
yes, we ship to Hilmar Cheese. Yeah. Since we started this place, we've been Hilmar Cheese shippers. So maybe some of the cheese, did you have the cheese chowder today? It's pretty good, right? The soup. But yeah, so our milk would go to Hilmar Cheese and everything.
How many flushes you do every year? Or
We try to go like the show months. So we'll try to go like the 4 show months to calve at the right time. On some of the genomic ones we did this past summer, we didn't do as many as we have, but I would say we probably run like 2 cycles each month for show calves kind of a thing. So probably I would say 10 to 12 IVF cycles. We run like different cows and stuff. We had a couple dry cows over at Bovatech for a little while, so we ran them a bunch. And we've had good luck. Like we've gotten quite a few embryos and everything like that.
Une douzaine, 10-12 flushes qu'ils vont faire là, par année en IVF là, avec Visite.
so but you can come to the farm to pick up.
No, we haul to, so you guys are going to Bovatech tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So really Bovatech is just about probably 4 miles that way. So no, we haul into Bovatech to the facility, like, and we give all the shots and everything like that here at home,
Donc,
and then just take them for the collection.
donc parce qu'on va le voir demain, mais Bovitech, ils peuvent garder les animaux des gens chez qui flushent, mais comme eux autres sont juste à 4000 d'ici, ben, ils vont donner toutes les piqûres ici, puis après ça, ils vont les amener la journée de la collection directement là-bas. Ils vont faire la collection, puis ils vont ramener leur bâche ici, puis ils vont ramener les embryons une semaine plus tard. Puis ils essayent d'implanter leur embryon en fonction. Ils ont dit qu'ils étaient vraiment passionnés d'exposition, tout ça, fait qu'ils essayent d'implanter ça en fonction des saisons d'exposition.
What sire you using right now?
So right now we're trying to put some more milk in the ones that need them and everything. So we're using we try to stick with pure Jersey too. Like no bracketed bulls is what the goal is. We'll use like every once in a while. Like we've used a lot of Kamikaze right now. We've been using some Blizzard like on the heifers and stuff. Been using some Jordan that we got. Let's see, we've had...
Elle parle des taureaux qu'elle utilise présentement. Juste pour que je ne traduirai pas les noms, là, parce que c'est les mots.
We used a lot of Candyman, the select bull. Like, so we've got a lot of the calves are already born. We're still using some more Victorious, a little bit that we can find. What else, Uncle Sean? What other bulls you thinking of?
Beef? Using beef on dairy?
Chocolate chip, we used a little bit of the...
Little chocolate there.
I got some chocolatier from there. No, we don't breed any beef. We aren't using beef because really we want the calves to be able to be sold. Would be the ultimate goal is to get calves into sales and make money. But that's everybody's goal, right? So no, we don't use any beef on the herd. Really, I would say, I take that back. Maybe if we have like a hard breeder, the breeder will put some beef semen in there. Like if we're really having trouble and we've already tried everything, we'll use a little bit. But no, we try to use sex mostly, like the first few services, and then go to conventional. And then really, if by the time they're not 4th, 5th.
And you manage your inventory through the sales.
Through
like if you got too many heifers, you're just selling this.
Yeah, we sell. So like my dad buys and sells. So if we have extra, which we don't have like a over inventory problem here because we're only milking this number of cows. So we kind of only have the calves, like by the time they come into the herd, maybe we've culled off some. But yeah, we will sell like cull cows at one of the local auction yards and do that.
Donc, ils utilisent pas de bœuf, à moins que ce soit vraiment des vaches qui ont de la difficulté de reproduction. Puis, les premières saillies, c'est en sexeux, puis après ça, ils tombent en conventionnel. Si jamais ils ont trop de génisses, ben là, ils peuvent les vendre comme ils commercent beaucoup. Ben, c'est pas un problème pour eux autres d'avoir trop de génisses, comme on a pu voir ce matin.
Like, to me, if a kid has like a project calf, like it's nice to sell them. Like, we have a lot of 4-H'ers and stuff that we'll provide calves for or sell calves to and stuff, but those are on the lower end. We try to get a few like into a sale, and like we hope that they bring some good money, but I would say most of our calves like that we've sold have been 2,500 to 4,000 and maybe what we've gotten for ours. Like, we had one calf bring like 6,000 a few years ago, but we should try and get more calves and more sales, like, to get it out there. Normally we've kind of just been keeping them, which that doesn't make you any money, but we want to keep some for ourselves as well to show and stuff for the kids and everything like that. And we enjoy the showing part of it. But that's what we try, not to get too many embryos like in the same age window, right? Because you have so many that are there. So we kind of stagger it and do that. But
Donc, ils essayent de faire aussi. Ils prêtent beaucoup de veaux 4H pour les jeunes ruraux, des jeunes. Puis, ils essayent d'en vendre aussi. Il y a une moyenne à peu près entre 2500 et 4000 qui réussissent à vendre ces veaux-là. Des fois, un petit peu plus. Mais ils aimeraient surtout en avoir plus pour être capable d'en vendre plus souvent. Parce que là, ils essaient de s'en garder. Ils réussissent pas à en vendre comme ils voudraient. Donc, c'est quelque chose qu'ils veulent... c'est un marché qu'ils veulent avoir.
I think he's going to take these cows into the barn, but like I can just tell you the sires if that works. So the little one on the end is actually like a jumper bull. She would be out of the Rosie. The Merrinole Excite Rosie would be her granddam. But it was actually a Yosemite bull that one of the kids showed at the fair. And then this would be a tequila milking yearling. She calved a little later, but she's from Lauren's F family. That was... Yeah, that's a VIP right there, Junior 2. She's bred back. The white-tailed cow is a choice from Clanman. We bought her last December. So she's Canadian too. And then the one in the middle would be the daughter of the blush cow that the sister sold for a lot of money. And then that would be her other sister. So both daughters, one's a bionic and then a craze. And then that's a viral. Then that little cow is the Frank. And then the older cow right there by my aunt is actually a Prestige. So that's like a brother to Premier, or it's somehow related to Premier, but she's actually from... No, that's the Prestige. She's from All in Farms Partnership. I bought her as a younger cow from them.